Hi everyone, this is Jennifer Stay from Coloring Bliss, and I have a question. Are Crayola Twistable Colored Pencils the same thing as Crayola Twistable Crayons? Let's find out together. So ever since I recorded my video here on YouTube all about white color pencils, there have been a lot of questions about why I included the twistable white Crayola color pencils. Now a lot of people thought that I mistakenly included the twistable color pencils because I thought they were color pencils and they were actually twistable crayons. But there are two twistable Crayola products, a twistable crayon and a twistable color pencil. So after all those questions came up about that video, I started thinking, now are the twistable products actually two different products, or are they the same product just packaged differently? Okay, the first thing we want to compare, of course, with these two different products is their prices. So I went on Amazon to see what the pricing is currently here in US dollars. The 24s are selling for $4.50, and the twistable color pencils, which there's 30 of them, they are retailing for $7.95 on Amazon. Okay, this is what the 30 twistable color pencils look like. This is the basic pencil right here, and they have no markings as far as what the name of the color is or any kind of number. So when I first purchased them, I ended up putting some numbers on them with a Sharpie. That's what this number is right here, so that when I swatched them, I could refer back to this number. And on the end right here is where you twist it to move the core up and along so that the fresh end can come out. That's it right there. And that's basically what a twistable color pencil by Crayola looks like. Okay, this is a twistable crayon. Basically, it looks exactly the same, just a lot shorter. It's the same body, same mechanism here at the end to twist it up, but the cores are where the difference is. If you can see here, this core is a lot bigger than this core. Let me get out my ruler and let's do some measuring. Let's talk about the twistable color pencils. I've got all 30 of them laid out here. Now right here is the chart that I made. Rose will help me show it to you. And it has all 30 colors swatched out here. So what we need to do is swatch out the crayons now. Okay? Now, right off, I can tell you right away that there is a difference between the crayons and the color pencils. They feel totally different. These feel like crayons and these feel like pencils. So it's two different products, which answers the question from the very beginning of the video, which is, are they the same core, just in different configurations? And the answer is no, they are totally different products. Okay, so I've done some coloring comparisons. You can see how different the products are here. These are the crayons, the twistable crayons, versus the twistable color pencils. I picked orange and blue so we can compare differently and tried to get as close to the different as close to the colors as possible in the oranges and the blues. This further confirms, like I said, that the crayons definitely are crayons and the color pencils definitely are color pencils. But look how beautiful these crayons are. We're getting beautiful blends between the two colors, and the color pencils are actually really difficult to work with. They're very scratchy and I'm having to stop and twist them a lot, where the crayons, I never had to twist them once and we were getting beautiful blends and a lot of lay down. So these are really nice crayons. I'm really impressed. They're not messy on my hands like standard Crayola crayons are, so that's a plus. And like I said, these twistable color pencils are extremely scratchy and I'm twisting them constantly, so I think I'm going to go through these cores really quickly if I'm in the middle of any kind of coloring project. I actually enjoyed coloring with these crayons. It's been a long time since I've colored with crayons and enjoyed the experience. And what I found was the reason I enjoyed it was because it wasn't a messy experience with my fingers. I really don't like the greasy feeling that I get on my hands when I use crayons, and there is none of that with these twistable crayons. This actually seems like a really good value to me for these crayons. You get 24 colors. They seem really pigmented. Not maybe the most pigmented crayons I've ever used, but you get a good variety. You can get some good light, medium, and dark tricolor combinations out of this set. You get a gray, which is really good, and a white, so you can do some good blending with that. And I think you could do some good coloring here, and you wouldn't get messy like you do with a typical crayon. You can just twist up that end as you go along and use them really efficiently. So for a crayon, I'm pretty impressed with these Crayola crayons that are twistable. Now, it's way more money than just their standard box of 24 crayons, which you can get for, I think, less than $1 at Walmart. So yes, you are paying a premium for 24 crayons by Crayola, but you do get them in a different format, which is really nice. I'm not too impressed with the Crayola Twistable Color Pencils. The colors go on, they look really pretty right here, but I had to work at it to get the pigments as deep as I did right here. And one of the pencils, let me show you right here. When you look at it here, we had some pigment issues where on number 8, on this pencil right here, you can see some really strange pigment started coming out of this pencil as I was coloring. That should not happen when you're coloring with a color pencil. So that shows me that there is some quality issues with their pigment inside the core. So I think for me, I would recommend a pass on the color pencils as a set, but I would actually recommend that if you've wanted to try crayons in your coloring books and other coloring projects, maybe these would be a good set for you to grab because they're not as messy and they sit well together and you get actually a lot of product in here. When you compare the amount of product you get here as to here, it's astounding. I actually grabbed a caliper. We have this little caliper here to help me measure the size of the core of the products that come into my art studio. I grabbed it to see what the core size of both the color pencil and the crayons were, and then I had my sons and his friends figure out for me the amount of core there is in the pencils versus the crayons. Now this pencil has about a 2mm core, but the crayon has a 6mm core, but this is a lot shorter. Let me show you. So I wasn't sure when you do the math, do you really still end up with more product here in the crayon than you do in the color pencil? So I had them do whatever math it is that they needed to do, and it came out that you get 298 millimeter cubed of core in this pencil right here, and in the crayon you get 1,877 millimeter cubed of core product in the crayon. So huge amount more of core in this crayon. So it's a good bargain for the amount of coloring product you get in this crayon versus this color pencil. So yep, my recommendation is if you want to try a twistable product by Crayola, I would recommend purchasing the crayons over the color pencils. If you'd like to see some of my other opinions on color pencils, I have some reviews here on my YouTube channel, as well as more reviews coming up on other products. So make sure you're subscribed and you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching this fun video. I had a great time finding out that yes, these crayons are different from the color pencil product. So now we know when I include these color pencils in upcoming comparison videos, these are legitimate color pencils and they can be included in those upcoming videos. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I love doing these sort of art scientific videos. They're so much fun, and I hope you have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day. Bye-bye, everyone.